I want to share with you a topic that I've been kind of avoiding lately. It's the topic of AI and how it influences us as artists today. For a while, I was thinking that AI is actually a danger to us as artists and that it will take our jobs and make it more difficult for us to find work. And as AI gets more realistic and a lot better at what it does, I start to wonder if that is going to influence us as artists and our careers and what we should expect in the future. So in this video, I'm going to share some of my thoughts about it and how I have actually dived into AI and tried it out and to see what kind of influence it has and what kind of potential it has as well. So the question is AI really a problem, or is it going to be a tool for us as artists? So artificial intelligence has been making waves in this world, in the art world, and it's for good reason too. From generating mind-bending visuals to composing music that leaves you breathless, AI seems to be doing it all. But the question on everybody's mind is AI a problem for artists or a tool that can elevate their craft? The debate surrounding AI's role in the art world is getting more heated every day, because on the one hand, you have those who believe AI generated art is the future, and on the other hand, you have artists who feel threatened by the emerging tech. For me, I felt threatened at first, but I decided to try it out for myself to see how I could benefit from it or if I should be threatened by it. There are many AI websites out there that you can try. I've tried just a few, and I haven't had time to dive into a lot of them. The few I've chosen is Gemini with Google. I've tried Chat GPT, as well as Venice AI. I've also discovered that there are free downloads, one specifically called Comfy UI, that allows you to generate your own images without having to pay a subscription. Comfy UI is an open source node-based program, which I'm sort of familiar with because I've worked with 3D renderings in 3ds Max. And so I tried that out. It seems a little complicated at first, but there's a lot of resources to help you figure it out and try it out. At first, it was a little awkward for me trying to understand how the prompts work, how to get the wording correct so that I can generate the image that I really want to see. But I noticed that AI can only do so much. I have the vision in my mind of what I want it to look like, and AI can only do so much. And so, if anything, it was a great reference point for me to know how certain things may look together. I noticed that I had to go through a lot of iterations to get the right look that I was looking for. And so it did take some time. It took some adjustments to finally find the image that works for me. In my process, I've seen a lot of great AI images, and I wonder sometimes if those images are exactly what the person wanted, because I found that no matter how many times I changed the image, it was never exactly how I envisioned it. AI does have the ability to mimic certain types of artwork, from line work to traditional paintings. There's all sorts of different ways that you can manipulate the image to make it a certain style of art that you're looking for. So last month, I used AI to generate images that I can use as my, resource or reference to do some Inktober drawings. I'm not sure if you ever heard of Inktober. It's a daily challenge for the month of October with prompt words that allow you to practice and learn how to ink a little bit better and how to draw a little bit better. What I noticed is that on days that I didn't really know what to draw, AI was very convenient to kind of spark my interest, spark my mind to figure out what to draw. So if anything, AI is a great way to get you out of your funk, to inspire you, to open your mind to other possibilities on what to draw and how to arrange the image. And so I guess there is one benefit to it. I do continue the debate in my mind whether this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I also remind myself that artists always use references. I always use Google and search up images to figure out how to draw specific things. And so technically I do use other people's images and other ideas to create my own art. And so AI, I guess, is another possibility to explore other things or other ways to find references and ways to draw things. One of my Inktober examples is that I wanted to do a drawing of a desert scene, and I didn't want to copy somebody's photograph. And I also wanted a reference because honestly, I don't have a photographic mind and I have to look at references. And so I created a bunch of renderings through AI to figure out what kind of desert scene I wanted, and tweaked it to the point where I found a composition that I really liked, and then drew it. I also added my own touch to it. It didn't make it completely how I wanted it, so I added a few of my own things, and this is my result. Another example is I wanted to draw a grungy pumpkin. I didn't really quite understand what that would look like, so I used AI to give me some examples of what to do, and a lot of them I didn't like, but one of them really stood out, and so I fine-tuned it, and this is the drawing that came from that. One more I want to show you is the camera prompt from Inktober, and I wanted to create a cell phone with a massive lens on it, just because I think it's funny to myself. And then so I did a bunch of renderings and came up with some strange stuff, and then I found one that I thought was pretty good. It was simple and it was exactly kind of what I was looking for, and so I used that as my reference, and then this is what I made. Thanks for watching this video. I have so much more to say about AI. I feel like I could talk about this all day now since I'm so new to it and learning about it. And comment below, let me know what you think. Do you use AI? Do you like it? Is it a threat, you think? Let me know. And please like and subscribe. I hope to see you in the next video. Check out these other videos I have that teach the fundamentals of drawing, and have a good day.